On the playlist today, we talk about merch, 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 merch. Everybody. Hey, so stay tuned to Metro Kingdom Radio and welcome back to the Switch side. Merch, 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 merch. Talk about merch. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Metro Kingdom Radio. It is I, your host, the best by far. It's me. It's J-Playstar, and here with a dose of our most merchandiseliest co-hosts here tonight. First up, we have. I'm gonna choose Ryu first. First up, we have Ryu.
Hi, sorry my video is not working today, but I will make sure that my audio stays on. So, looks like it's just you today, Johnny.
Your video was just fine during the theme song, okay? And we have ROB the Rob.
I work today. Oh, that was hard to hold. My eyes burn.
Do that again, Rob. Do that pose again.
I chose Ryu first because I knew you were suffering. I'm sorry.
Rob, your pose again?
My pose again?
Yeah.
So Rob,
Hey.
Rob has made a triumphant return. He got his internet is stable once again, so we
Fix
can
my
now.
internet, guys.
We have stable internet Rob, and he's here on video with us finally after 2 weeks of no video.
Yeah, we got Ultra Instinct Rob in the house.
Ultra
the hue?
Instinct Rob. All right, so today isn't very news heavy per se when it comes to Nintendo, but it's okay because I decided that I wanted to call today Merch Day. But I do have a question before we get to all of our fun-filled merch, and that question is, what T'Challa been doing?
Ooh.
See, I didn't even ask playing because I don't know. I didn't know if everyone's been playing something, but I know y'all be doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. I was so obsessed with Bowser's Fury. And I was just like, man, I want to finish it. So I took like a couple of days off from. I took like almost a week off from. I was like, okay, I'm probably halfway through the game. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna beat it in one night. And I put it on, and I beat the game in like the next 20 minutes. And I was like, wow, this game is short. This game is like I beat this game in under maybe 6 hours, and like I wasn't even trying to like run through it. There is like maybe. I think there's 100 stars total, and I got to you beat the game 50, I believe. It's 50 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that like 6 hours is about the right amount of playtime that people get out of this game of Bowser's Fury, at least.
It's pretty hyped though. The ending, like the ending is really really adorable, and actually they do a really great job in pacing the final battle because it's kind of like maybe like a three-parter. Like a three-part battle, and then there's a lot. I believe it's 50 stars of post-game content, or maybe it's like 20, 30 stars added. So there's a lot of stars. Sorry, is it stars? Shines. A lot of shines are added after you beat the game.
Oh, they're shines.
Yeah, and I think there's an extra world or extra island, I should say, that's added on to there after you beat the game also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but honestly, it's hard to say. Like, if I were to rank it, it's hard to say because it's such a short game. But to put it in like the top, with the other like the 64 and Odyssey or Galaxy, whatever. But just in terms of gameplay, like it's
Better than
such a
Odyssey.
I mean, I wish I could use more hats, but it's whatever. But it is like just in terms of the gameplay, it's easily the best they could have done with Mario without a hub world. Like it's crazy how good they made a 3D Mario game without a hub, and it's like almost like a hubless Mario game. And I hope like I'm praying that
Is there a map though?
Yeah, there's a map, but it's like
Okay.
it's so easy to traverse around the world because you have your own like dinosaur to like surf around, and then when you beat
Surfing
the game,
dinosaur.
yeah, you're surfing. You're always surfing in this world. It's so cool because you could surf on the turtle shells too, and then
Nice.
there's just so many ways to traverse. There's like those flings, like it flings you over, like the from
Oh
Odyssey,
yeah.
and then there's also like cannons that shoot. There's also once you beat the game, you're able to warp to islands, but it's honestly just really fun to get around. Even though you would think that the worst part of a 3D Mario game would be the water levels, the water areas, but they make it really fun. That's like the movement around each island. They actually make it fun.
Hmm. So
That's
you've been
cool.
playing some Bowser's Fury, huh?
I was trying to this week. Apparently, it ended. So
What?
yeah.
Wait, what?
I mean, I didn't play the post game content yet because I was just like, I was just kind of like, once you beat the game, you kind of just let it settle in, and yeah,
I see.
like you only experience a 3D Mario ending, once per game, right? So I was just soaking in the credits and uh,
Oh,
Mario games like Nintendo games, they just know how to use credits, music in their credits so well.
mm-hmm.
They really hit you in the feels. Except for except for Breath of the Wild, they just reused music, I think.
I don't even know. I can't remember even the ending. I mean, I remember what happens, but I don't remember the music for some reason for Breath of the Wild.
It just felt like an anime ending, almost like because the story just abruptly cuts.
But do
So.
you remember me? Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, I don't remember this at all. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
How about you, Rob? Anything you've been up to lately?
What have I been up to lately?
If not playing a game, if not playing any games,
Um, I have been playing Isle of Armor. Isle of Armor.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
Wait, what about but not Frozen Tundra thingy?
well, I want to
Crown
beat Isle
Tundra.
of Armor first.
So when you say
Um,
beat Isle of Armor, what is that? What does that mean exactly? You trying to catch them all? You need to beat the trainers there.
I guess I need to beat the trainers there. I haven't gone up the tower yet. I just got
There we
Urshifu,
go.
but I
That's what
haven't
it is.
gone up the tower yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of disappointed to see that. I remember reading about this when it came out, but since I never played it, I was kind of disappointed to hear that you got to take him all the way to level 70 before you can evolve him, or before you can even try and traverse the
70?
tower.
Just play Crown Tundra. Don't even bother with Isle of Armor. I'm
Oh, you
telling you,
can't play
dude.
you can't play Crown Tundra until you get vaccinated. It's kind of
They don't let you travel through the borders.
Corona,
They
Corona,
stop you at the train station.
and
Corona
Walgreens is all
Tundra,
booked up, so I can't even go to Crown Tundra yet in
Corona
Walgreens.
Um,
Tundra. That's what.
and then
Isn't that what Corona means? It means crown, right, Rob?
I think
I
so.
thought Corona had something to do with the sun.
No, it's called Corona because I think that's because Corona, I
Oh,
believe.
is it the crown of the sun? Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let's look this up.
I know I'm all looking at a Corona, a part of the body resembling or likened to a crown. That's why they call it
Oh,
the coronavirus because of the shape of it, like has the spiky
Yep.
crown-like thingies.
Spanish to English says it's the crown. But yeah, so I've been playing Isle of Armor, and funny thing is, so on Friday, the new Pokemon trading card set comes out. It's called Battle Styles, and this one is based off of Isle of Armor. So Urshifu is one of the big pulls out of there. Mustard has 2 full art trainer cards.
ooh.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other. Oh, there's some cool Tyranitar cards in there.
Oh my God, sorry.
Yeah,
Tyranitar is my
and then
favorite Pokemon.
Oh, Tyranitar.
so today a lot of a lot of people that are buying their stuff wholesale got access to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually paid for a YouTuber to open 12 packs. I ended up with a Corviknight full Corviknight VMAX, which is like a $15 card. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then a local guy that I'm friends with did a bingo raffle thing for a Battle Styles booster box, which is 36 packs.
Damn.
Yeah, I
That's like
spent
120. Is that 120 or how much does it cost for?
Oh yeah, usually something like that's like 120 or think like $5 a pack, maybe $3 to $5
Yeah.
a pack. But he wanted $150 for that booster. So he did this bingo thing where he did 15 slots and everybody spent like $15 on a slot. So it ended up pretty good for him, you know. And then he opened them live for me. Ended up making. I ended up winning the bingo. Sorry, jumped ahead. I ended up winning the bingo. Won the box for $30, and then the dude pulled like $100 worth of cards out of that box for me. I was
What?
like, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, including a special rainbow Urshifu, which was really cool looking.
Dang.
I was like, oh my gosh.
You pulled a B Rabbit's mom? That's crazy. Man. That's sick though. Like
Pulled his mom.
B Rabbit's mom, yep.
I'm missing the reference.
I'm missing it too, but he went for it. So.
In 8 Mile, Eminem's mom wins bingo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she wins. Oh, okay.
Makes a sandwich.
I mean, the only
Spaghetti.
his arms are heavy, knees weak. Nope, that's still not how it goes.
Arms are heavy. There's vomit on his
Vomit
sweater
on
already.
sweater already. Mom
Spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Yeah. You gonna start
Rock
rapping?
yeah.
spaghetti.
That's my cool Pokemon story.
That's sick though. Like you, not only did you win bingo, but you got the whole box. Like
I got jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes and spaghetti.
Speaking of Tyranitar earlier, did you guys know that? I never knew this. Pupitar is inside Tyranitar. I did not know that.
What?
Like it's on his stomach.
Is that what's in the stomach?
Yeah, because that's
Does
just
it like
Pupitar.
just grow from that though? Like, does
Yeah, I
that make
thought-
sense? Like, that's the remnants of Pupitar?
Yeah. So like it just
Okay.
yeah. But I didn't realize that was supposed to be like Pupitar's shell or whatever.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
It's not like Caterpie where they break out of the shell.
Right. Yeah.
Or Butterfree.
What about you,
sorry.
Donnie? Have you what should Tala been doing? It's so weird to say.
What
Gosh.
T'Challa been playing? Well, for me, I have been playing something, and we talked about it last week. But in honor of Super Mario RPG's 25th anniversary, I have actually been playing
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG, and it has been quite some time since I've actually played the game seriously. Like when I got it on the SNES Classic, I just played it up until like the first boss, and I was like, cool, that was whatever, you know. I was just like quickly just doing whatever, but this time I was actually playing it seriously, and I was like, you know, just really trying to get into it because I haven't like actually finished that game like since I was like a teenager. So, you know, I was playing it again, and I'm just like, you know, everything that I have been like spouting and just like remembering about this game, I can honestly say that this game is a masterpiece as much as I remember it to be. Like, this game is amazing. It's such a good game. Like, I was just like playing it and I'm just having like a blast and cheesing my way through everything because like when I was like a kid playing through this, I was really dumb and like I didn't know what I was doing half the time. You know, like I was barely making it through bosses, and like I remembered I got stuck on the Axum Rangers because I
did too.
Yeah, like I couldn't beat them, and like I guess because I was under leveled. Because I remember when I was a kid back then too, like I pretty much ran away from battles like all the time. Like I didn't feel like going through them because I was like, oh no, they're just gonna beat me. So like I would just like, you know, like I understood that you had to battle to get experience points, but I just didn't think of the value of how much stronger you can get, you know, when I was a kid. And so yeah, I realized that I was super underleveled when going against the Axum Rangers as a kid, and I remembered like that was the end of it. And then it wasn't until later on when I was like a teenager that I ended up beating it.
Yeah, because weren't they the turning point too? Because like
So
everything was kind of like slow, and then you get to the Axum Rangers, and they're kind of the ones that just like bah! Like they kind of
Yeah,
slap you,
so-
make you.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
the Axum Rangers. I found this out recently today. Actually, they have an attack that's actually the strongest attack in the game. It's like the breaker beam or something like that. Do you remember? So like when you get spoilers or a 25-year-old game, you remember like when you beat them initially, and then they go and like get behind like the mech head behind them. Like the red one gets behind the mech head, and then he's like charging the breaker beam. That breaker
Yeah.
beam is the strongest move in the entire game. And so like and it attacks all three party members. And so that's
Wow.
probably where you and I lost a lot. It was probably the moment he shot that, we were just like we were gone. And so yeah, if you
So
were
you're
under
supposed.
leveled,
It's the kind of battle where you got to beat him, but where you got to beat them before they can do that.
oh no, you wouldn't be able to, because he's gonna launch that like no matter what. Because you have to like
Okay.
take out, yeah, you have to take out the head, after you beat all five of them. But yeah, that so you're gonna have to take that one shot at least once. And so
Did you
yeah,
And be strong enough to keep going.
yeah.
did you guys ever like? I didn't know about this when I was a kid, but did you guys ever beat or even fight Cubics? I think it's called
Culex.
Culex, yeah.
So I've never beaten Culex. So that's actually my goal for my run through right now. But like yeah, so I'm been playing this game and like ever since last week's pod, and I'm enjoying it so much. And I'm actually already near the end. I'm at Smithy's factory. So
Okay.
yeah, like I just beat Bowser's Castle. I did the Geno Whirl on Exor to get in. Do you guys know about that? About the Geno Whirl? So Geno has an attack called the Geno Whirl where you can, if you time it correctly, it can take out any enemy in one hit. Like it does 9,999 damage.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it works only on normal enemies, not boss enemies. But for
Okay.
some reason, Exor is an exception because like you could take out. So all you have to do is just take out one of his eyes, and then it says Exor's protection is gone. And then you know how like it's like the top of like the sword handle. That's like the main. That's Exor. Like you can actually use the Geno Whirl and time it right, and you can actually get that like the one hit KO on it. So that's what I did. And I was like, ha. Yeah, like the timing for that, I've never once missed a Geno Whirl in this playthrough that right now. Like I've never once like missed the timing for that, the perfect timing. Like I don't understand like why I know how to do that now because I've never known how to do it before. But like I guess apparently it's supposed you push Y the moment after it leaves the screen. And yeah, it's crazy. Like I've been doing so much like crazy timing, and I'm just finding out so many things about this game that I never knew before. Like how when when you do timed attacks, there's actually two forms of the timed attacks. So there's a threshold for it where it does 1.5 damage, and then there's a threshold that's very small that can do 2 times damage. What? Yeah, that's crazy. So like I believe it's like for 2 times damage it's only like 3 or 5 frames, whereas like for the normal 1.5 damage it's like 8 or something like that, 8 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then and it works conversely with defending too. Like there is a very small threshold. I think it's like 3 frames where you can actually get 0 damage. Like you can actually cause 0
Damn.
damage. Yeah, but it's a very small threshold. It's crazy.
Daigo, we need Daigo up in this.
Yeah. So like because I was watching like a speedrunner stream, on AGDQ, right? That's what it is. Is that what it is?
AG
DQ, right? Awesome games done
DQ,
quick.
yeah, AGDQ, yeah.
Yeah, so I was watching someone do that, and so that's when I was learning all these things, and then like I know I keep throwing like these crazy facts at you, but like you guys already know about like the lazy shells, right? Like the strongest like weapon for Mario, and then like there's the lazy shell like armor where it like makes their defense so high, so if you just equip this thing to Peach, she's indestructible. Like there's no way she's going down. Like every enemy ever since I put that on her has just ever done like 1 damage to her. And
What?
yeah, but what it
dope.
does is that like it cuts your attack by like half. But you know what I mean? It's like, but you're Peach anyway, so why would that matter? But then if you give her an accessory that brings her attack like higher, then it just almost cancels it out. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm just like doing all these things, and like and then I found out like there's this other like special hammer that no one ever looks at, but apparently it's like this hammer that when you do a timed hit with Mario, the enemy that you knock out will always give you the lucky. Like it's,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
This is a thing?
And it comes like it's not even late in the game. Like you get it
Like
maybe like
halfway
the
through.
first. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
just so many little things.
actually. You know, it's funny. I've only beaten the game twice. I think you're kind of like in that position, right? Like this is your second time beating the game.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah.
Yeah. So like the first time, I remembered like thinking like, oh man, this is kind of a struggle. Like like later on, it's kind of hard. But I remember the second time playing it, like you realize how like OP you can get. Like this
Yeah.
game is actually like pretty pretty helpful in terms of like what you could do. It's just for a lot of people when they played it, they probably played it when they were young and maybe it was their first RPG. So
Mm-hmm.
and when it was one of the first like traditional, I want one of the first RPGs, yeah.
JRPGs.
Not besides like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the second time playing it, like man, I whooped on everybody. I remember getting like what is it, that Yoshi game, jumping game, the barrel jumping game or frog jumping game,
Mm-hmm.
and they figure out the whole entire tune. I forgot what you even win.
You get something. I forget what it is. You get
Yeah.
something. Yeah, there's like so many like accessories in there that can totally turn you OP. It's crazy. Like cuz even right now too, like the battle against against like some of these other enemies, like these bosses, like even the Action Rangers were just total pushovers because I got so OP. And like
Yeah.
it's like when I in the early game, all I did was literally for Mario attack, attack, attack. Like I just put all his extra bonus to just attack.
Yep. Mhm.
And then like with Peach, I'll put it all to special, and then like so
Yeah.
I've just been using Mario, Peach, and Geno, and for Geno it's just all attack, like all attack. Sometimes I'll give him special attack, but for the most part it's been all attack, and so I've just been so OP because I just have Peach constantly healing Mario and Geno because she can't die, and then like, and then like I've been using Geno to just Geno boost Mario, like everyone. And so like whenever I get to bosses, it's literally Geno boost everyone and then just like all out attack on the boss, and I just beat him so quickly. I'm just like, man, this is a huge difference than when I was a kid. Because I actually know what I'm
RPG
doing.
is The first,
All your RPG knowledge now.
the first
Mhm.
game where you play as Bowser, right?
It
Yeah.
is, yes. It's the
Yeah.
very first one where you
I think that's why
Bowser.
I always like, as cool as Gino was, my team was always Mario, Peach, Bowser. Just like
My team had to have Bowser in it too.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they say that's the best team, Mario, Peach, Bowser, but
Oh, really?
yeah, because Bowser has the highest attack in the game.
And then
you know,
Peach could heal both of them.
Peach is like the main healer, and you can't get rid of
Yeah.
Mario. So, like you have that, yeah. But like Gino's like he's a mix between like the two, because Bowser has like like one of the best attacks, but Gino is also like a super glass cannon. So it's like he can have a really high attack too. Like he can have the best attack in the game too if you wanted to. Yeah, but I mean that's what I've been doing, and so I'm just like I can't wait for me to just like destroy Smithy and just be like, and then attempt to take out Culex. Like I'm kind of worried. I've been OP in the storyline, but then the moment I get to Culex, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to beat him. So I'm gonna have to like start using some techniques to get to level 30, and yeah, because like right now I'm at Smithy's keep, and I think Mario's level 20. Like, I think I'm about to be level 20.
Also, Smithy is like such a lazy name.
I thought it was a dumb name too, but then when you realize what he actually is, he's a blacksmith. So that's
Yeah.
why they called him that, and I was like, oh, duh. I didn't
Yeah, I was
realize
just
that.
like, I remember as a kid, I was like, Smithy, that doesn't sound so evil. Like this dude kicked Bowser out of his own castle.
Wasn't he a giant like anvil too? I thought
He
he
could
was
turn
a
into
giant anvil.
turns
he could
one.
morph. He
Yeah,
could turn
he-
into a tank also.
He turns into a giant anvil. Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. His final place is like an industrial factory. It's like, like a post-apocalyptic capitalist. Like I don't know how to explain it. There's something eerie about his place because it's just a factory that just makes like it's like a giant ass like robotic sweatshop or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
The
just
place-
he's just making weapons, and that's why like if you notice all of his like his main bosses, his henchmen, like they're all weapons.
Yep. Action Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Axes.
Axes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the other
Giant
thing.
Yeah,
sword.
like Mac is a dagger, Boyer's a bow, Punchinello's a bomb, uh, Yaridovic, right? Yaridnovic. I can't remember his name. I can't pronounce it, but he's a spear. Yeah.
Oh, right. That ugly looking spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the Axe Rangers are axes.
Don't forget Darth Mallow, who's a giant ass fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darth Mallow.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, I went a little tangent there, but I just wanted to talk
It's Mario
about
RPG's 25th anniversary.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
It
I'm
is.
playing it. And I'm loving this game, and I just wish that more people would play it. And it makes me wonder, like, it makes me really sad that Nintendo and Square had that falling out, because Square would have done, Mario RPG 2 on the Nintendo 64, because they said they would, but it is what it is.
I blame everyone but Nintendo.
I mean, I blame Square, because they were the ones who bounced. Because you heard about why they had a falling out, right? It was just because
CD format.
yeah, because of the CD
Yeah.
format. They wanted like more space, and Nintendo was like, no cartridges.
But, they were kind of right. They made Final Fantasy VII their most successful product ever. So
That's true.
So good, they remade it like
The
4 times.
the PlayStation did a lot better than Nintendo 64. So Square did
But
have
to be
a point
fair,
there.
the PlayStation was also not made by Sega, so that definitely helped them a lot.
You and that joke. At least it wasn't Sega joke.
It's just like Sega's like this big ass competitor. It's like Nintendo, and they're seen as a console legend. I'm like, dude, they only had one good console. It was the Genesis. Do we not? That's it. That's all they had.
Yeah, but that one console also like beat Nintendo too. So
It beat the NES. It didn't beat the Super NES.
It did beat the Super Nintendo. They beat the Super Nintendo in sales originally. Like
Well, it
they
came out
were,
like
but
a
I think
year
they
earlier,
caught
though.
up. But Super Nintendo caught up when they released your favorite game, Donkey Kong Country.
No, Super Nintendo came out like a year or two after Genesis,
No,
right?
Genesis came out first.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like they probably got a head start. That's probably why.
Well,
They
they
were the
did,
first
but
16-bit console.
they
right?
did, but
Or-
they didn't do well until Sonic. It wasn't until they
Oh.
released Sonic on the Genesis that
Right.
that they actually started to beat Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Sonic also came out before Super Nintendo, so
Or aren't you the guy who's like Mr. Dreamcast? Come on, you're
I do like Dreamcast. I do.
But that has one huge flaw to it.
Yeah.
Was it? It was made by Sega.
You got
All
it.
right. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to our next topic.
So I know Ryu, you wanted to talk about some piece of merch that you
Mhm.
are a fan of when it comes
Oh,
to
yeah.
Nintendo, particularly Pokemon.
Yep. So I don't know if you guys remember. Some of you guys may be too young to remember, but there was when the Pokemon TV show came out and the Pokemon game came out, there was kind of like a variety of Pokemon books that came out, and they're all most of them were pretty bad. Actually, I think all of them were bad except for one, which is the Pokemon Adventures series.
Mhm.
I have it right here just to show you that I'm reading it legally. And actually, I have like the whole box set. I'll show it sometime, but. I used to read it back in like maybe 2011, 2012.
Mhm.
And I got up to like, there's story arcs. There's red, blue, green, that's one story arc. Yellow is another story arc. Gold, silver, crystal is a story arc. Ruby, sapphire, violet, leaf, green, and then there's emerald. So I got to emerald and I just like fell off somehow. And I promised myself that I would reread it. So Barnes and Noble did this sale where it's like you buy 2 mangas or 2 comic books and you get the third one free. And turns out you can do it online. So I bought like 2 box sets and got the third box set free. So I just like stocked up on Pokemon books. And I ended up finally rereading it because I wanted to catch up, just to refresh my mind. And I finally got to Diamond and Pearl. So Diamond and Pearl is it's actually considered one of the best story arcs. It's up there with like Ruby Sapphire. Um, but anyways, I'm gonna start doing these book reviews, and there's about let's see, one, two, three, four. I think there's like 8 or 9 in this story arc. Um, the one thing I really like about these Pokemon adventure books is they don't focus on just like trainers.
No.
There's different like Pokemon occupations. Like you could be like a Pokemon breeder or a Pokemon catcher. Like there's a Crystal works for there's a trainer named Crystal that works for Professor Oak, and she's her main skill is catching Pokemon. So she can catch like Pokemon like she can catch all the Pokemon, like literally legendaries, whatever.
She's Ash.
Um,
Or no, Ash isn't that good.
she's the red of catching Pokemon.
Ash makes Pokemon feel bad for him, and then they're like, "Okay, I guess I'll be your Pokemon."
Ash
Okay,
actually is
I'll
the
stay
opposite.
with
Ash
you.
lets them go. Crystal tries to catch them. I think for every Pokemon Crystal catches, there's like a 50% chance it's actually Ash's Pokemon let go. Anyways,
He
I mean,
never
I
went
don't
back
right
for
now.
Butterfree or his
right?
Pidgey.
Yeah, and Pidgeot. Yeah.
Pidgey.
So this is the first book, the first volume, and you can see that there's so this guy right here, he's the male trainer,
Mhm.
and he's called Diamond, or they call him Dia for short. And he's very like a joker, lazy type of person. And then I think his name is Barry in the game, but
Mhm.
in this game, in this book, they call him Pearl. So this is Pearl, this is Diamond, and then Dawn is here, but they don't call her Dawn. I'll reveal her name later, but they don't reveal her name like the first half of the story arc because she's
It's
like a
Ryu.
mysterious, like cold, like cold face, whatever. She's the opposite of how she is in TV show. Like she doesn't laugh at anything, she doesn't smile, and she's very ladylike. So they just call her Lady right now. Um, anyways, uh, like I said, it doesn't really focus on Pokemon trainers that much, and these two down here, you think they were Pokemon trainers, but you realize in the beginning that they're actually just these two kids that like want to become like a comedy duo. Like they're not even trainers.
What?
They don't even have Pokemon. They're just like trying to perform like comedy shows, but they like they're kids and they suck at it. And what's cool is they actually reference like how they had a dream of becoming a comedy duo, and they actually reference the comedy duo in Johto region. Um, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's like a radio show on there, and you can like hear like these Japanese comedians on the radio show in Gold and Silver. They
Mhm.
reference those two, and it's pretty much like it kind of reminds me of Dumb and Dumber. So, lady over here, Dawn, she's supposed to get these two bodyguards, um, but and they have a red scarf and a green scarf, and they get mixed up with these two. So she thinks these two idiots are her bodyguards, and these two bodyguards, they think they won a prize for the comedy show they did, but they did win a prize, but it wasn't this. It was like a really like a cheap like a free taco or something. I don't remember, but they're like, "Whoa, we're getting paid like millions of dollars to be her guide around the whole entire Sinnoh region." So that's pretty much how it starts. And she gives them Pokemon. She has all 3 starters, and they end up eventually the Piplup she has gets how do I say upset about not being able to fight because I guess Piplups in the Pokedex it says they have a lot of pride in fighting. So in order to make the Piplup feel better, she has to she decides to go through the gym leader route. So she's not even supposed to go through the gym leader training challenge, but to make the Piplup feel better, she decides to do that. And meanwhile, I think it's Team Galactus that's in Gen 4. Galactic, yeah. They're kind of trying to stop her mission because she's sent on a secret mission. That's why she has bodyguards. But they're trying to like send like attacks, like wild Pokemon attacks against her. And these two idiots find ways to, like trying to stop the attacks. But it's like this fake bodyguard storyline. Right now they defeated the first gym leader, and they're on the second one right now. They're about to fight. I forget her name. She's a grass type gym leader, I think. But it's funny is at the end of this book, Cynthia shows up and she's walking by and she sees all 3 starters. She's like, "Oh, those starters look like they've been through some tough stuff together." they look like I bet they're gonna evolve soon. And as soon as she finishes that sentence, they all evolve. She's like, just as I thought, and she walks off like a boss, and you don't ever see her again. And then that's where it ends off. They're about to take the second gym leader on right now, but it's really cool. It's so cool. Like the way they make everyone, it's nothing like the TV show at all. And I'm curious to just see how badass Cynthia is in later on in the books. Right now, though, we haven't seen the professor yet, so I'm curious to see about that too. I'm assuming the professor was the one that gave her all the Pokemon, or probably her dad.
I mean, the sounds a lot more interesting than the shows, but what if I want to be the very best, like no one ever was? You know what I mean, Ryu? Like, what am I supposed to do then?
Then you just read red, blue, and green because red is the very best. Yeah.
That's cool, man. Thanks, thanks for sharing that with us. You know, if anyone wants to pick up, where can they get those if they want to pick some of those up?
Pirate Bay. I'm just kidding. You can go. I got mine at Barnes and Noble. So Barnes and Noble has like, I swear they do these sales like every winter, I think. So if you guys try and check out that, I feel like they do it every winter, but they do like these buy two get one free books off. But if you want it, you can check it out. I know they just re-released these also as a like a full book. So each story arc is one thick book. It's a Pokemon Adventures Collector's Edition. So definitely check that out if you want to collect these, because I'm kind of jealous. Like I kind of wish I got those thick ones, but you know.
So ever since you said you were reading these and you wanted to talk about it, I've been tempted to order some Legend of Zelda manga.
Ooh, Twilight Princess.
And
the Twilight Princess ones?
Well, so I guess there's a whole box set that was there's a whole box set. Dude, apparently there's a whole bunch. Like Viz has, I guess, produced a couple different Legend of Zelda manga. The one I'm looking at right now is, I guess, this guy just like redid or just wrote the manga for the stories just so we could have it. I guess I don't know. I don't know too much about this one, but it's actually I don't know too much about any of them. I just know they're out. I just know they're out there. But that actually looks really cool because I heard that when I was going to comic book shops and the guy knew that I liked Legend of Zelda, they kept telling me to read it, but I just never did. So,
I mean, I bet like the people who make them are like huge fans of those series.
I bet, yeah.
They really take it to heart. You know, the thing that's cool about these ones is they come out one generation after the games, so they know like all of the meta, and it's like they use all the skills and like all of the the techniques. So it's like it's even though they're one generation behind, they don't like BS the battles. Oh, one last thing I forgot to say. So as I said, Dawn is a very stone cold lady in this one. These two comedians, like nobody laughs at their jokes except for Dawn, but Dawn like always denies it. So there's always scenes like every chapter they'll tell a joke and like the joke always ends with Diamond getting smacked in the face by Pearl. Like that's like a Japanese comedy thing. And you always see her go like, and then they're like, "Did you just laugh?" And she's like, "No." And like, "Dude, we just saw you laugh." And she's like, "I assure you, I did not."
You gonna tell us her name yet or what?
Oh, okay. Well, her name is Lady Platinum, so she's named after the third name.
She's actually Platinum.
Yeah.
You made it. You were like, "Oh man, you're not gonna tell us her name," and I'm like, "Oh man, I want to know the name though."
Yeah,
I thought it was actually be something cool, but I'm a little disappointed.
Lady Platinum, she's like, is better than Dawn. Like, why would you name your daughter after a freaking soap? Come on.
Or they could have just named her something better. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
that's bad.
Well, that's every trainer in the series is named after one of the
games.
Yeah. So even Emerald, there's a trainer named Emerald. And
Yellow and
Yellow, yeah.
So
Screw it. I got my tax return.
I had I
I
had
should buy
like
these.
I have something that is related to what like sort of related to Ryu's theme, but because I have something I have it set up, I'm gonna skip over to a different merch that I've actually been using lately. So this right here, boys, it's called the
Whoa.
Razer Kishi,
Where
like
is it?
Rikishi. Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's this
so
one.
what it
Oh, I
is
heard
like
about that.
yeah, so I'm playing King of Fighters like All Stars right now on there. So like
Wait, is that your phone?
yeah, so
Okay.
it's like it is my phone on here. Yeah, so what it is you like you have the like your phone, right? And then so it actually snaps over your phone. And so like it connects to your phone, and so you have like essentially have a controller for your phone. And so yeah, I had it set up on there, but it comes like this, and then like you open it up, and then you can put like pretty much any phone in there like that uses USB-C. So mine's like the Android version, but there is an iOS version too. And so yeah,
Nice.
it works for games that support controller. Unfortunately, there's a lot of games that don't support controller, like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile. Like the Fortnite Mobile for some reason does, but not those two games. But
Good for
there's
Fortnite.
there's workarounds. There's workarounds. But then they also work well for emulators. So yeah, I'm just saying.
Like what type of emulators? Like video game emulators or
Yeah,
video
like the ones that other people program to play complete legitimate copies of homebrewed games for systems like the Game Boy, the Game Boy Advanced, and the Nintendo 64 and the Super
completely like
Nintendo.
unlicensed games, so totally legally
Yeah,
used.
totally legally, like like it even can like use it on PSP games. And like complete actual legitimate games. Like if you're I'm kind of surprised at how well my phone can run PlayStation Portable games, the complete legit actual PSP games. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how well it works. And so like this thing is actually pretty cool to have for those kinds of games if
Yes.
your phone can run them.
If
So
you want to play Brick Crusher 3, that's how you get it.
Brick Crusher 3.
and
Yes.
like an alley oop, the bootleg alleyway, like if you
And
want to play.
and God of Wars, God of Wars with the S at the end.
Yeah, I've been
That's
using it to play like Genshin Impact too, because even though like
Genshin
and
Impact 2, not one,
not
2.
one, part two.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is cool. But then also something like my girlfriend actually picked up for me. I don't know if you guys have heard of this.
What the heck?
So this is called the Poke Anatomy book. So it's like a fan made book where
Oh, it's fan made.
yeah, where like they show and explain the anatomy of all the original 151 Pokemon.
Oh, freaking Gen 1ers.
So look at this. So like you see how I just opened the pages like they show like Butterfree's anatomy, and then like they have like little things showing, and then like
Oh,
descriptions.
that's really well done.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, can you do me a favor? I want to see Diglett.
Sure. What's his Pokemon number? What's his
I
Pokemon
think it's
number?
like
Do you remember?
139 maybe. No, that's not it. Oh, that's hella far ahead. It's probably like 60 something. 60 something. Let's
Yeah,
see
well,
Diglett.
if you can find it for me, I will.
Diglett number. It is
50.
50. Wow.
All right, so I have to find page 50. I know it's in order. Who's is Wigglytuff before or after Diglett?
I'm not looking at it that way.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Let's see here.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm. Oh, wait, maybe there's a table of contents.
Yeah.
Wigglytuff is 40.
Yes.
Oh,
Keep going.
Okay. Diglett, page 99. Got it. Okay, I'm turning. Oh, you're not Diglett. You're Primate.
Maybe they just skip Diglett. They're like, I don't think this is possible.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Ryu, you ready for this?
Oh, what?
They gave him a bottom half. They just made up the bottom half.
Yeah.
Okay, so show me the trio then.
It's three guys holding each other.
Oh, That's not as
Is
bad
that a
as I thought.
Siamese twin? Oh, I
Well,
mean, I know
Siamese
that's what they said it
triplets.
was, but
Oh yeah,
ew.
they are. They do look just like Siamese twins, huh?
Triplets, guys. Come on.
Yeah, so it's like the
Is that
Pokey
racist?
Anatomy, an unofficial guide.
Siamese.
It's pretty cool.
That's really actually it looks really well done, even though it's like for something unofficial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool
Nintendo would never allow that. That's like a Disney allowing a anatomy on like freaking Donald Duck, you know.
though. Quack quack. How about you, Rob? You got any cool merch to show off to us, or upcoming merch that you would like to talk about?
I know I got a whole bunch of Pokemon Funko that's coming out in August. Look out for that. Yeah, there's supposed to be a Charizard coming.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there's just a whole bunch of Pokemon Funko. It's crazy, dude. They got so much. Let's see, Nintendo merch that I know about. No, but I did post a link to something the other day. In the chat in the Discord about that fan made Diamond and Pearl trailer. Did you guys see that one?
No, I wanted
did
to check
see
it
that.
out. Let me check it out. Is it's
It
in the
was-
topics?
Yeah, it was really quick, but I mean, it was good for what they did.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It made
pretty
me
cool.
feel better than what the Nintendo one did.
I guess I didn't want to see it because I knew it was gonna be better and it was gonna make me sad.
I knew it was gonna be better.
You know, because like Dawn is actually like probably say the second most popular female trainer besides May, and like we just don't get to we still see her in chibi form, and it's just like
Yeah, and is that when they first like introduced the female trainer in Diamond and Pearl?
no. You could get a female trainer in the games. You could get it in Crystal. Crystal was the first one.
Yeah.
But like this is Ruby and Sapphire was the first time you got a female trainer in like the very first versions of the game. So that's why May's really popular and Dawn's really popular also because they're the first like those two generations. And I guess Leaf was kind of popular for that. But.
I know one thing that I wanted to mention too is that like Nintendo revealed these new Fortnite Joy-Cons that you can buy like
Joy-Cons.
in the separate thing. They call them like the banana Joy-Cons. And I think they're just essentially like opposite colors of the other Fortnite, like the Fortnite Switch bundle that you could have gotten that had like the special Fortnite controllers. And I don't know, I kind of like the colors on this. It's kind of like a cool blue, and like a nice banana yellow.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I mean, they're complementary colors for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they kind of look like Laffy Taffies.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah, so
Just the yellow.
there's that, and then
Hey, wait, before we go on,
Hmm.
do you guys hate yellow Laffy Taffies? Because I actually really like them. Turns out I'm like the only person that likes them, apparently.
I
yellow
mean,
Laffy Taffies.
it's not my okay. If I see a bag of Laffy Taffy there, I'm gonna grab one of each flavor, and I'm be happy with that.
Which one's the
Once
worst?
I start, the banana's the worst, of course.
What?
But I'll eat it. I'm not the asshole that's gonna leave the banana there for everybody. And yeah,
Okay.
I just did that. Because I mean,
what's wrong
like,
with me?
I hate when people are like, they take all the good ones, they just come over, they take the pink and the red ones, and it's like, and then I come back later and there's no freaking yellow ones.
There's
You're gonna
there's
take
like
some-
the only Laffy Taffies left are the ones made by Sega. Like, come on, guys.
You must be made by Sega.
I can't even
No
remember
one
which
likes
Laffy
you.
Taffy flavors I like. For some reason, when it comes to Laffy Taffy, the only flavor I can remember is banana, because I feel like I also just get stuck with the banana ones. So it's the only one I can remember.
I must be, you know me, I'm a King K. Roll main, so I have to steal all the bananas. So.
Gotta steal
You,
the
my
bananas.
friend, are bananas. So
Mm-hmm. BANANAS. That shit is.
N-A. Okay. I gotta make sure that you're actually spelling it right.
This is bananas. BANANAS.
You know, she confirmed that she was actually not a hollowback girl in an interview. It makes me disappointed. She said it in an interview, like they asked her.
So to cover one of our fellow hosts who is not here with us today, the I don't know if the
Oh
music was playing or not.
yeah.
We got an Animal Crossing update coming out. Actually, it should be live now because it says 318. But yeah, so we got the Animal Crossing update coming out. You can get the first anniversary cake as an item in the game to celebrate Animal Crossing's 1 year anniversary. Animal Crossing New Horizons 1 year anniversary.
Wow.
And then
It's been such a long year.
right? It's already been
Right.
a full year since Animal Crossing, man. Isn't that crazy?
Well, in 3 days, Saturday.
And then to celebrate with the Sanrio cards being released here in the U.S., the Animal Crossing Sanrio cards, they're also going to be compatible with New Horizons, so you can get these Sanrio themed characters to come to your town in Animal Crossing, much like how you would use the other Animal Crossing amiibo cards. And these Animal Crossing villagers come with, like, these Sanrio villagers come with a bunch of like really cool Sanrio themed things. So for example, we have like a Hello Kitty one, we have Cinema Roll, Karopi. They have
Where
other
do we get
ones.
the cards?
So the cards are going to be available at Target on the 24th, I believe. So yeah, you buy the cards. It's just one. They're like the Animal Crossing cards, except they're not randomized. You just buy one booster pack. It comes with all 6 cards, and then
Nice.
yeah, like you'll be able to do that, and then you can scan them in the game and get these characters, and hopefully rob them blind of their really cool Sanrio merchandise, because like they have
stuff.
really cool stuff.
Sanrio like fits this universe so well. Like I didn't even think about that until I saw it.
Yep. And then also in the update, you can get the custom design Pro Editor Plus, which gives you the ability to make pro designs for the Umbrella and Uchiwa fan, a normal, I don't know what you call these, like square fans, and then one of the pop up stand where you put your face in it. You can make
Nice.
custom ones of all of these ones now, which is
What?
really cool.
Wait, like the pop-up stand where you can make a custom version of that? That sounds dangerous for
I know,
Nintendo.
right?
Wow. That's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, we already know, man, what you're gonna place right there. You know what I mean? Make a nice,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
A nice
sweet-
other friend.
Yep, a Metro Kingdom Radio one right there.
Yes. Yes.
So that's gonna be really cool. And then you can update your phone, your Nook phone, with the custom designs portal, so you'll be able to access the custom design portal from your phone as opposed to going to the Able Sisters. And on top of that, they added 50 more design spots in your catalog. So you have like 50 more spaces for clothes and other like walkways and like wallpaper,
Nice.
anything that you want. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Then farts are coming to Animal Crossing because the
Farts.
the
Oh,
whoopee
yeah.
cushion item is going to be in the game.
Look at her face.
I was like, what do you mean farts?
You sit
What
on
do you mean
it,
farts.
and then it'll go.
Can you hide it?
No,
Can
it
you
looks
hide
like you have
it?
to sit on it, like, you know.
Oh.
And then
wish-
for those poor seniors in a high school who didn't get to go to their prom, Animal Crossing got you covered because they
Oh.
they have prom gear.
They didn't have it
Ooh,
last year, but they got it for you now.
Yeah, they got
that's
it
so
for you
messed
now.
up.
So they have prom gear coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons that you can buy. I love how it's like it says 2021 right here, like on the gear.
2020 doesn't exist in Animal Crossing world.
Yeah. So there's that, and then they have this other thing called the Island Tour Creator, where you can make like a tour video of your island to
Whoa.
upload for other people to
Nice.
see. So it's pretty sweet. And then on top of that too, something that we didn't get a chance to talk about last week is that Build-A-Bear did announce that we are getting an Animal Crossing New Horizons collaboration with Build-A-Bear, which is pretty awesome. They have nothing was shown exactly what characters it's going to be, but I mean, if I were to guess, I would guess that for 100% these two characters right here in the middle are going to be there. Isabelle and Tom Nook, and maybe KK Slider. Those are going to be my guesses. Although I really hope that they just don't go the lame Mario route. You remember when they made the Mario Build-A-Bear and we thought like, oh cool, we're going to get like a Yoshi and stuff. No, all it was just a normal bear with Mario clothes.
That's so stupid.
So
Let's give us like a Yoshi or something.
right? Yeah, so they better not do the same thing here where like we just get like a bear with like a Tom Nook hat or something.
So like, did all of these updates come out at the same time? Like, or
It's coming out to Animal Crossing and the new update
I mean,
tomorrow.
were they like, was the info released at the same time?
Yeah.
Wow, that's those are some pretty big news. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty sweet updates, right?
I guess it's the 1 year anniversary, especially the Sanrio one. That's really big news. Yeah,
Well, the Sanrio one was they announced that actually like a week or two ago, but we just never talked about it because Kiyo's not here. As normally she would be here to push it, and be like, guys, we need to talk about this.
The like one of the creators, or like I guess it is the creator of Sanrio, he said that the bow tie is kind of like Sylveon's bow tie, where it's like part of the body.
Mm-hmm.
For Hello Kitty, like that's actually a part of her body currently.
That's weird.
I think I heard something like that. Yeah.
There's some weird facts about Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
She's like
not a
6
cat,
apples tall, 2 apples tall, something like that.
and how she's actually not a cat. Did you hear about that one too?
She's a kid dressed up as a cat.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? How does that work?
That's some like Pokedex like level.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
dang, dude. I know too much about Hello Kitty. I was so close on her stats. She's 5 apples tall and she weighs 3 apples.
In Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Link.
What kind of apples we talking about here?
Link
Talk
weighs
about them honey
2.5
crisps,
apples, I think.
Get out of here.
Link weighs 2.5.
No, seriously. Because in terms of body weight, like the.
Is there a puzzle? Or
Puzzle?
something that you're saying this?
No, it's like these people who do like stylized like combo videos in Breath of the Wild. They can actually like figure out the weight of like different it's kind of hard to explain, but pretty much like if you were using the physics engine, you were calculating how much everything weighs. I guess the apples are pretty heavy or Link is pretty light, one of the two. So maybe both.
All right, guys. Well, if there's anything else you guys want to add before I go into our final segment,
I really think I'm gonna buy these Legend of Zelda manga.
do it. We should all just get a manga to read that's Nintendo themed. Okay, you got Pokemon, you got Zelda. I'm gonna get the Splatoon one. All right.
We should all like start a book club right now. Like we would just start reading the Pokemon manga like one book at a time.
Oh, I'll tell you about Pokemon Anatomy. All right, so in our final segment, I would like to play a game of 20 questions with both of you. Woo!
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It would have been cooler if we had more people here, because like I kind of feel bad if it's just you two and you guys don't get it. So let's hope you guys get it. It would be better if you had, you know what I'm saying, like 3 or 4 heads are better than 2. But all right, guys. So yeah, my only hint is that I'm just gonna say it's a Nintendo game. But of course,
is it Splatoon 2?
No, is that one of your questions? Because
I was just joking.
We're playing 20 questions, bro.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready? It's a Nintendo game, so go ahead.
You heard it, Rob. It's not Splatoon 2.
Oh, so I get it. So that's our one clue, and now we get to ask all these questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Mario character in this? No. I take that back. That's not my question.
Wait, are we allowed to ask only yes or no questions?
No. Well,
is this a first party game?
Yes. Yes or no questions only. It is a first party game. Well, I said it was a Nintendo game.
Well,
I guess whatever. Whatever.
Okay, I cancel that question then.
Is this a Sega game?
All right. I forget that question then. This is my first question. Is there a Mario family character? Is this a Mario family related game?
No.
Okay.
All right, so that's one. Did this game come out after the year 2000?
Okay. So when you ask
don't
that
know exactly.
question, it's okay. That's a really hard question because I can't say yes or no to this. So
Okay,
I'll just straight up tell you it came out in the year 2000. So you know, like what am I supposed to say? Like yes
well,
or
you
no
would
to that?
say
You know what I mean? Like
you could have said it,
yeah, right? How do you answer
yeah.
that? So
Dang.
I'll
All
just
right.
say it came out in the year 2000. So there, that like narrows it down a lot for you guys.
You could have just asked like, all right, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, okay, so it came in the year 2000. All right. Let's see. So that's like N64 era, right? Or right before Game. Oh, that's GameCube came out in 2000.
Oh, it might be GameCube.
Yeah. Oh, that's tricky. Wait, but like it's a Nintendo game. So Nintendo first party games didn't come out really in the 2000 on Nintendo 64. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is
You
this a
have-
Metroid game?
You have 18 questions, so no, it is not a
Oh.
Metro game. 17.
Oh, that was a good question. Was this game on a handheld?
Not the one that I'm thinking of. No.
The one that he's thinking of.
So that means that this game
I'm-
is definitely one of a series, and it has been released on handheld.
I give you guys a lot of clues. I'm generous.
Um,
Ah.
and just for clarification,
hmm
again, Pokemon is not a first-party game, right?
Is that what a question? Pokemon is considered a first-party Nintendo game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
well,
just not owned by Nintendo. Yeah.
It is
Well,
owned by
okay.
Nintendo. Nintendo owns a third of it. You can't.
I mean,
yeah,
Nintendo
but-
they don't own the
owns a third.
majority. They only
They're
own.
Yeah,
not
but why do I
majority,
feel-
but they own a
Yeah.
third.
Okay.
Yeah, but depending on who's talking about them, I get punked if I don't bring up Game Freak.
I mean,
guess
it's
that's my
true,
point.
but it is but like I would consider Pokemon to be a first-party Nintendo
Okay.
series.
All
I
right,
really
Rob, you got
think
the
I
next.
wasted another question, so you go.
Oh. Okay. So it's a console. Okay. See here. Is this
First
game
party
a
game.
platformer?
No.
Ooh, interesting. This makes things very difficult now. And kind of easier, I guess.
Hmm.
On the handhold.
It's a first-party game.
That's
It's not a Metroid game.
it's on the platformer game, and it's not. It is on a console game.
It is a console game, but it's
But
not,
not a
a
handheld.
platform.
Let's see. Ah, man. Like the only one I can think of is like maybe like when did Majora's Mask come out? I'm not. Yeah, I'll say it. For
Well,
you.
it's GameCube, huh?
No, Majora's Mask is.
No, I'm talking about year 2000 would have been GameCube.
Did GameCube come out in 2000?
Do you want me to answer your question for Majora's Mask?
No.
No. No. Wait, whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
I mean, either or. Yeah, I think it's technically yours.
GameCube came out in 2001. So if we're talking about a freaking if we're talking about a game that came out in 2000, it would have been for Nintendo 64 because he said it's a console.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Are we talking about Super Smash Brothers?
That's one of your questions?
Yeah.
No.
I'm taking a shot at the game.
No.
saying no, okay. Because it can't be Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Melee come out in 2001. So.
But the original. Okay, and then I guess the original one would have came out like 99, 98.
Yeah. Is this a?
Jeez, I suck at this game today. All right,
So
it's console
when we say okay,
on N64.
when you say it's a Nintendo game,
It's a Nintendo first
It's-
party game.
it's first party. Okay, it's first party.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many questions did we ask already?
7.
I think we're close to like 0 or 7.
Is this a Mario Party game?
So I'm gonna ding you on that. No, but you do remember Rob's first question was, "Is this a Mario
Mario
series game?"
family
Oh,
news.
god dang it. That was damn that
It's
that
not
came
Mario
back to bite me.
series.
Um
It's not Mario.
I want to do this without like researching stuff.
I know I was trying to, but I had to figure out that game.
It's time to look it up.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Rob, you got the next one. Let me think of it.
Hey Ryu. Oh, yeah, I think that one doesn't count. It's a year 2000 game.
Oh, maybe
Would have been
Pokemon
on the
Stadium 2?
N64.
Is Pokemon Stadium 2 in 2000? Because that's Gold and Silver era, right? Wait, Gold and Silver came out in the US. It came out in
99,
2000.
didn't it?
99, yeah. But wait, did Pokemon Stadium 2 even come out? Yeah, it did, right? In US, yeah.
It did. I don't know when, but it did come out in the US.
Yeah, we are considering Pokemon
Oh wait, why am I
games.
talking to you guys about that? I'm not giving you
like,
clues.
Johnny doesn't even know the answer. He's just making this up all alone.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
Is it okay? Can I just ask? Is it a Pokemon game? Pokemon
Yes.
related game?
Yes.
Well, it's either Snap, Stadium 2, or
That is not a question, Johnny.
Hey You Pikachu.
It's either Snap, Pokemon 2, or Hey You Pikachu.
Pokemon Stadium 2 or Hey You Pikachu. Unless it's Pokemon Stadium 1, but I don't remember Pokemon Stadium 1 coming out in 2000. No, it shouldn't have. Maybe. Oh, Pokemon Puzzle League.
I don't know whose
So
turn
it's
it's
a
supposed to
Pokemon
guess.
game. I mean, I feel like it could even be Snap. I feel like Snap was released like way late on that console series. That's not a question.
You know, we should just play the waiting game, see how long Johnny's willing to put up with us.
I mean, you're 9 questions in. I mean, you guys have 11 questions. You guys, you still have quite a bit of questions available to you.
Okay, is it Pokemon Snap?
It is not Pokemon Snap.
Oh.
10 questions.
10 questions?
So you have 10 left.
All right, so...
Can you beat this game in triple speed? No.
Triple speed.
You know, I actually don't know that one. I'm going to say no.
God dang it. Okay. I just mean, so it's not Stadium 1. So it might not be Stadium 2 either.
Pokemon games.
I mean, there's only 2 other Pokemon games that's console, right? There's Stadium 2.
Is this a
Puzzle League.
mainline Pokemon game?
No.
Why would you ask that? There's no mainline Pokemon games that came out on consoles.
Oh. Shut up. You asked a dumb question too, Ryu.
That's 12 questions.
Mine are just more frequent today.
Does this
Oh,
game
man.
have Pikachu in it?
that's like the same question, right? Is this game a puzzle game?
Yes.
A Pokemon puzzle game. Rob, what do you think?
I'm horrible. I'm not getting this one. I've been no help. I'm just
Rob,
wasting questions.
You could ask this question. I'll let you go for the win. Is there a Pokemon puzzle game? Is there a Pokemon League that has puzzles in it?
Is that what the game is called? Pokemon Puzzle League?
Yeah, yes, the game is Pokemon
He
Puzzle
got the
League.
question.
Good job, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reminded of this game recently because I was like thinking, man, I miss playing Pokemon Puzzle League, and then I was like looking it up, and I was like, I wonder how many, if they actually got to play this game, because I remember playing this on the 64 and the Game Boy, but I had it on the Game Boy, but I did play a bit of it on the 64. But yeah, I love this game. I mean,
I mean, technically, it came out after year 2000.
No, North America, September
No.
25th, 2000.
Yeah, after 2000.
Yeah, I mean, I guess after, but then it's kind of a gray area. I guess I could have just said yes. To answer your question, though, it's really funny. Majora's Mask did come out in 2000, and so did Pokemon Stadium too. So it's really funny that you were very on the dot with like games that came out in 2000, Ryu.
I was trying to figure out the end of the N64 cycle, and I was just like, I don't think the Nintendo cared that much about the end of N64. And like,
They cared enough.
They kind of care enough to where they like to reward their fans for sticking around, even if it's not a great console.
Mm-hmm. I mean, much like with Mario RPG that came out literally 5 months before the N64 did. So.
Mm-hmm. And DKC2 and DKC3. I mean, DKC2 is kind of, I guess, in mid, but.
So yeah, thanks guys for participating in that fun game of 20 questions. Maybe next week we do a different one or another kind of game if time allows it. But just one quick announcement too: Super Bomberman R Online is coming to all consoles now, not just Stadia. So yeah, it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, and this game was free to play. So I'm hoping that it. Apparently it is. It is going to be a free to play digital only title. So that's going to be pretty sweet. Bomberman Online, Switch. Man. Yeah, it's coming to the Switch.
Free to play,
downloading that.
And there's no delay. Mm-hmm. Get it? Because there's no delay because Stadia. All right. I want to do some Bomberman group plays with you guys.
Yeah, once this comes out, we should totally play some games.
We got a couple games we're supposed to play together.
No, we
never. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Scott Pilgrim.
We're gonna play the Ninja Turtles game together.
Hold on, I gotta get
shredded
for that. Gotta get shredded.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I think that will end it for us here tonight at Metro Kingdom Radio. So thank you everyone for watching / listening to us, and allow us to say our goodbyes. Rob.
Bye, guys. It didn't work as well this time.
All I saw was Doja Cat. I don't.
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna have to like turn off your green screen background and if you're gonna try to do that.
Hold on, I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. All right.
Yeah, Ryu.
I think if there should be a rule between this group. If anyone wants to play Nintendo,
Rob is just gone.
If anyone wants to play Ninja Turtles, they have to be cosplaying one of the Ninja Turtles, and you have to be like fully green. So I think we're all okay with that. Or
I don't think Ryu's gonna be joining in on our group play of this.
I don't think so either.
Okay, fine. Krang also.
What do you want me to just shove a baby in my belly?
No, you have to be the baby, and then you have to shove yourself inside of someone. You not know how to do Krang? He's the Mario Odyssey. He's the Cappy. You know that, right?
Except I
just triggered Rob.
Krang goes is actually a crazy smart villain.
Yeah. All right, and for me,
dumb ghost cap,
your host J-Playstar. Be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube so you can get whenever we go live and do our podcast.
Use emulation for technical reasons.
And what was I saying? And download our podcast wherever you download podcasts, like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and go and get on our Twitch at Metro Kingdom Radio whenever we decide to stream over there, and
I hurt my eyes. I can't.
And tweet at us at Metro King Radio and ask us fun questions, and maybe get it. Maybe you can suggest a game to me for us to play some 20 questions. You know what I mean? And so. I hope that all of you sail the high seas.
And happy St. Patrick's Day. That's today?
It is.
It is. If you're watching this on March 17th.
Oh man, I gave you guys. I had like a new name for you, Rob. Remember how I gave us nicknames and then I totally forgot. So
yeah,
Ryu, the King of Fighters, Ryu, and then
Wait,
Rob. I called Rob. I had a new name for you, Rob. You were the Super Merch Brother. Oh.
Well, no, I thought our names was mine was divorce and Rob was donate.
Get out of here! I'm not going with that.
The opposite of reunion and the opposite of Rob.
So until next time, we shall catch you.
I did not get that until you were like opposite of Rob.
What Wilson? Shout outs to Wilson.
On
Wilson.
The Switch side.
Divorce and donate.
Was it Johnny.
Yeah,
Siri-
what would be my opposite doppelganger?
What was the one we came up for you? Was it like Johnny Fight?
Star?
Son?
Oh yeah, or
Johnny
fight.
or
Johnny
Salad
Fight Me.
Salad Chris, whatever. You don't win friends with Salad Chris.
That's right, Salad Chris.
That's probably Wilson's best question ever.
All right, bye everyone.